Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you for coming by. I'm here to do a reading for Divine Masculine in the energy of the full moon in Aries, full super moon, and very, very strong energy. Mostly because Aries is ruled by Mars, and elsewhere the Mars energy in astrology is incredibly amped up. So it makes it even more potent. A super moon appears to be closer to the Earth than usual and is very bright. Very strong energy. I do have a guided music message this time for Divine Masculine, so I'll do a little bit of an intro. As usual, I'll go into the music message as well as the astrology of the artist, and then I'll do a collective reading. If you want to jump ahead to the reading, go right ahead. I'll put a link in the description box below the video. The song coming through for Divine Masculine this time is courtesy of the young Marshall Mathers, Eminem. It is cleaning out my closet. And it's funny because I didn't think I was going to be getting a guided music message. It actually came through this morning in meditation. And all I heard is his lyrics. I'm sorry, Mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. Anyways, let me go into the astrology of Eminem a little bit because, as usual, strongly, strongly applicable to what we're dealing with right now, astrologically speaking. First of all, he has his sun in Libra. Of course, we're in Libra season currently. The sun is there. He also has Mars in Libra. He has Moon in Aquarius. Right now, we have Pluto at 1 degree of Aquarius, playing in very, very strongly to all of the astrology around this full moon. He also has Mercury in Scorpio, which happens the day after this full moon in Aries. Mercury moves into Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is incredibly deep. As you guys know, I've been doing tons of videos on the Pluto energy. But when Mercury is there, it can bring about a lot of difficult and deep conversations, especially in a full moon, because full moons illuminate things, right? Mercury is about communication. So when it's in Scorpio, oh, I don't know if you guys just saw the shadow of that bird. Anyways, when Mercury is in Scorpio, it wants to go ever, ever deeper. Again, with Mars and that full moon, it can definitely be about courage, flinging open the closet. Scorpio is about our psyche. It's about the unknown. It's about what's hidden. It can be about the deep, dark things that we'd rather not look at. In that song, Eminem is, I didn't want to do the song. In fact, I have a pretty contentious relationship with Eminem in the sense that that's like kryptonite to me. Anyway, it's a very angry song. And I mean, I'm sure most of you know it, but I will link that in the description box below the video as well. But truly, it may have nothing to do with childhood or mother for you, but it could, because right now we have Jupiter in Cancer. And Jupiter expands things. Cancer is about the home, it's about the mother. So it can bring to the surface a lot of issues regarding that sort of thing, especially with the full moon. Eminem himself also has Chiron in Aries. Right now, we have Chiron in Aries collectively. Chiron is our deepest unhealed wound. So when you, and of course, Aries ruled by Mars. Scorpio also ruled by Mars. So we have Mercury in Scorpio. We have Chiron in Aries. We have a full moon in Aries. We have Mercury, or we have Neptune and Saturn sitting near the 1st degree of Aries at 29 degrees of Pisces, but teetering on the edge. Lots of strong Mars energy. And in that song, he's very, very assertive, very masculine, very Mars energy. He's saying, I'm tired of the secrets. I'm tired of being a victim of my own subconscious. I'm tired of keeping below the surface all of the things that direct the choices I make in my life. I'm sorry, Mama. I never meant to hurt you. So it can be regardless of who you've been protecting or think you have, by not verbalizing these things or not asserting where it's hurt you or the parts of your shadow that it's informed. This is certainly an energy where that stuff comes to the surface, especially as we move closer to Scorpio season. Now, the other lyrics I wanted to point out in the song, because they're particularly pertinent to what I'm talking about. He says, I got some skeletons in my closet and I don't know if no one knows it. I know it sounds funny when I read rap. So before they throw me inside my coffin and close it, I'm going to expose it. Scorpio is the investigator. That is the house of the investigator, the eighth house. So again, always digging deeper to what's hidden, what's behind the closet. It can be amplifying for a lot of people. Again, childhood, mother, ourselves as mothers, our mothers, mother in the world, and the wounds around that. As it pertains to divine masculine, it's pretty intense. We are working on about the fourth generation of single motherhood. And when I say that, it means that there's a dominance of masculine or men who have been raised by single mothers or in the absence of a positive male role model. He talks about that in this song. Don't think that was by accident. But, anyways, let's get into the collective reading. I will say, as I always say, that we all have divine masculine in us, all living things on earth that God do. So, however it resonates for you, I'm starting to talk faster. Let's get into the reading for divine masculine. Remember that not everything I say is going to resonate for you. It is a general reading, so please take only what does, if it does, as it does, and be patient as my voice warms up this morning. We have what is already with you. Interesting. Look at that in the palm of the hands, all this rebirth, while Scorpio is death and rebirth, and these butterflies. So this is having everything that you already need to create this new reality that you want. Let's see what's on the bottom. Focus on the light. We have Leo energy there. And I always imagine that she's got her hands like cupped around the inside of this sunflower. The insides of sunflowers hold seeds of possibility. And that's kind of what I'm getting here as well. Okay. Focus on the light and what is already with you. Definitely, you could be going through a shadowy time. Let's get a wisdom for divine masculine in the energy of the full moon in Aries. Yeah. Regeneration. Look at this tree. All the leaves are gone off of it, but it's starting to rebloom. Coming back to life. This was a strong energy in divine feminine. Scorpio season coming through big time. Even though it's a ways away, that energy is very strong. All right. Let's start with some astrology. For divine masculine, please. From the Star Codes Astro Oracle, what do we have? Not only is it super early, but I've been fighting a cold off all week, so I'm sorry for my voice. Oh, okay. We have Pisces energy coming through, Saturn and Neptune, 29 degrees of Pisces. We also have the North Node in Pisces right now, our trajectory, our destined path. It is the 12th house, it's the final house before death and rebirth. 29 degrees of Neptune, which is Pisces energy. We have Saturn there, and Neptune itself is deep digging energy. It's all of the things that hide in the subconscious. We have dignified or strength. Okay. We have the Taurus energy of cultivation. Uranus is about to retrograde in Taurus in about a week. Taurus is opposite sign of Scorpio, Mercury there right now. Mars is there. Or is Mars there right now? It is, but it's going to move soon. Okay. And then we have Cancer energy, Jupiter in Cancer, the house of the home, the house of the mother. This can be about wanting to create something that you never had when you were a child. To cultivate it, a Taurus energy is about safety, consistency, to create a safe environment, maybe. Interesting. We do have the house of the mother with Cancer energy here. Okay. Sorry if I have to keep drinking. Let's get into it with the lights here. Oh, I didn't get to ask the question, but I will show you the 10 of Pentacles, Earth energy. Exactly. The 10 of Pentacles is a home, it's a family, it's a legacy. It's something you can rely on forever and ever. This could be about family and where you belong. But let's ask the question. Full moons are a time of completion and release. So let's see what's being released for Divine Masculine. We get another 10, and this is a good one. The 10 of Wands, yeah. This is the end of a very long and difficult path of transition, particularly in the light seer. She looks like she's been carrying what little belongings she has through some kind of rocky terrain on the back of this oxen, not really finding home. This is a burden, okay, and wanting to release it. Regeneration. It could be that one cycle in your life is coming to an end and another one's about to begin. Yeah, oh, totally. Scorpio energy. We have death and rebirth right here. Interesting. My favorite death and rebirth card, because look inside the death mask. There's already a bright horizon. What comes next is visible. Scorpio energy is constantly a state of going deeper and ever reinventing. 9 lives. Let's see you now. So you went through some kind of transformation, regeneration. The 8 of Swords, air energy. There's some kind of internal combat here that you need to clear up. In this 8 of Swords, it's like what she sees in the mirror isn't true of the present reality. So there's a limited mindset, or there's something you're having trouble letting go of. And it is definitely within you. We do have what's already with you, though. So also there could be something here that you just don't see. We have the 5 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. That's about conflict, generally internal. So inside you, you could be battling with yourself. There's something you're having trouble letting go of. Let's see where you're headed. What actions do you want to take coming up here for Divine Masculine? Oh my. Oh yeah. Okay. I almost dropped the whole deck. We have the 3 of Swords. This is memories of repeating cycles of heartbreak from the past. I'm cleaning out my closet. This is what's in the closet, these memories. Remember, swords are our thoughts. It's all in our mind. And there's a need to release and process that. 8 of Swords. But you might need clarity on something in order to do so. On the bottom, we have the Fool, Aries energy. Awesome. Mars energy. That's the new beginning. And this is what happens when you clean up the closet. You can then feel free in the decisions that you make. You can take a leap of faith on a brand new path. I'm totally losing my voice. Oh, I hope it doesn't sound too bad. I'm going to persevere because it's such a interesting reading we're getting here. Let me see the energy surrounding you now. This could be another person, could be a situation, could be a furthering of this 3 of Swords here. But see, it's like there's something unknown. With this Scorpio energy, you could be locating the source of that heartbreak for you. Wow. Wow. Okay. We have the 6 of Wands. Focus on the light. Yeah. Leo energy. This could be somebody around you who brings that kind of light energy to you, but we saw the 5 of Wands. This is about victory and success. This is about beating that struggle. Could have a lot to do with your self-worth as well. Look at this. We have Jupiter on the bottom with the wheel. There's Cancer. We have Cancer energy right here. The Wheel of Fortune is destiny. It's about divine timing, but also with that Scorpio, right? Regeneration, always reinventing, always moving forward. What's the challenge for you here? What's the challenge? We have the Knight of Cups, water energy. It could be an apology. It could be you coming forward, or somebody to you having to do with this 3 of Swords. I'm sorry, Mama. Plus, you can take the mama out of the lyrics, of course. It comes through to me metaphorically when I get these lyrics. I wonder what the skeletons in the closet are. It may be different for each of you. Underneath of that was the 3 of Pentacles. Somebody you want to get on the same, want to switch out these swords for Pentacles. You want to get on the same page or understand something. Let's see a potential outcome. Beautiful. Yes, we have the Ace of Cups, and look who's back on the bottom of the deck. Scorpio energy. Earth. The Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning. This can grow into the 10 of Cups, regeneration, a new start. But in order to take a leap of faith on that new start, there's something here. There's something in the closet. What's under death? Look, exactly. The reinvention. That's incredible. Okay. And I was drawn actually to the Rider Waite to clarify, which is very unusual. Please be on. Yes. Let's make a little space here. The cards are being strange. We have Venus on the bottom of the astrology deck. Venus is about to move into Libra, but right now it's in Virgo. Incidentally, Eminem has his Venus in Virgo. We have Virgo energy on the bottom with the Eight of Pentacles. You could be wanting to send a message, working on this apology, hoping that you're going to be successful. Maybe there was a fight or an argument with somebody that you want to, like I said, I'm sorry, Mama. The Ten of Wands in the recent past. Oh my, Scorpio energy with the Six of Cups, soulmate energy. Now, this could have to do actually with your childhood. Of course it could. These are memories of the deep past. But it could also be somebody, a soulmate, that you have this energy with. And that's in that Ten of Wands. That's the burden. Let me have one more on that Six of Cups. Okay, we'll have two more. That's why, no kidding. Very strong soulmate energy coming through with the Lovers and the Six of Cups. And then we have the Two of Wands. Well, as I always say, when we encounter lovers type situations, people, opportunities on our path, it wakes us up to a side of ourselves we haven't seen before. So it creates a dissonance in our current reality and sends us to a crossroads. And that's where you are, and you're looking here at wanting to move towards, make the choice to move towards this Six of Cups energy, whoever that is for you. But in the past, the burden doesn't look like you did. Yeah, you didn't. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. So Eight of Swords. Now this could have to do with a limited mindset. This is where you are now. Eight of Swords. Wow. Divine Masculine comes through and my heart just jumped out. Mars energy, Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn for me as a reader. Okay. A limited mindset. What is this here? This is stubbornness for sure. It definitely could have to do with children, though. The Emperor can be father, husband. I see Judgment and the Three of Swords. Oh my. Scorpio, Sagittarius with Judgment here. Let me see the Emperor. Another ace. I do love this. The Ace of Pentacles. Maybe you want to make this offer to somebody. This is stability. Remember that Ten of Pentacles snuck out? This is the beginning, the seed that can be planted to grow that. And it does require you taking a leap of faith, but there's something about heartbreak. We have the Hierophant. Taurus is major. We have Taurus in the astrology here. This is commitment, family. Could be family belief systems. Very strong masculine energy coming through. What about the Three of Swords in the energy? Look what it is. It's the Three of Pentacles, which we saw in the challenge. It can be like you were trying to get on the same page as somebody. This could be a friend of yours. Let's get one more. King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Okay. I see the Queen of Wands hovering on the bottom of the deck. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Queen of Wands can be very feisty, probably who's responsible for that Five Wands and the Six Wands here. Could have been an argument or something happened here with this Queen of Wands, and it's like you want to restore a faith. Eight of Cups, my emotional pilgrimage card. I always say walking away from Eight Cups takes a lot of courage. It's not nothing. And look, underneath of a moon there, we have a full moon in Aries right now. Aries energy here. Interesting. This is about going after the Ten of Cups. We have the Ninth Cup here. So, yeah, again, you want to restore something. You want to get on the same page with somebody where it led to a heartbreak. And I see the Six of Wands. I mean, this energy is coming through very straight. Yeah. The Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Look how defensive this Seven of Wands is. And that person there is like fighting off those Five Wands we saw. We have the Five, the Six, the Seven. This person could be very combative or in a very, very defensive energy. Queen of Swords, a very defensive energy. And feeling quite protective. We go from the Three to the Four of Pentacles, though. I'll find out more about what this fight is. Now, the Queen of Swords can often be a divorcee. This could be an ex. It could be a parent. Why is the Page of Cups? Not necessarily, though. Oh. 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 Not a light reading that we're getting here. We have the Devil and the World. We have Capricorn here. And all of the fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. Strong Scorpio energy coming through. Now, the Devil is the flip side of that Lover's card. Number 15 in the major arcana, when you reduce it, 1 and 5 is 6. This is a very, very strong connection. That's why it's in the challenge. But the Devil can be fear. It can be repeating cycles. It can be things that hold us back. Remember we saw the Fool. The World is the last card. And I said the completion of a cycle, 10 of Wands. And then the Fool. So the Devil is our shadow self. It's Saturn. It's what holds us back. Then you can complete the cycle and have the new beginning. What is this apology? Let's see the Ace of Cups. We'll go deeper. Virgo with the Hermit. And then look, we have the Eight of Wands. Amazing. 5, 6, 7, 8 of Wands. This is where that resistance breaks open. 7 of Wands in the blockage. Could be a very deep communication. That it could be rapid. There could be lots being said. Lots of movement. What was being held back is now flowing towards this Ace of Cups. Cleaning out the closet. Look at this strong Virgo energy with the Hermit and the Eight of Wands, or Eight of Pentacles. You've been doing a lot of work on yourself in that process. Hermit's incredibly wise. We have Venus in Virgo right now. Actually, let's get one more on the Eight of Wands. I barely have to clarify this reading. It's very clear. Look at this. There's that Five of Wands now in a different deck, which again we'll go into. On the bottom, that page becomes a Knight. Knights actually bring in communication and messages. So you might be wanting to talk to this Queen of Wands about something that you saw in your soul. The Five of Wands can be competition. I'll tell you this, if you're dealing with a Queen of Wands and you put them in a position of competition of any kind, or even perceived, they're very blocked off. They're like, I don't compete, period. Interesting. No, I don't want the lights here. Let's go to the Naked Heart. We'll just go a little bit deeper. on that Five of Wands. But you certainly do want to apologize and have a new beginning. What is this Five of Wands? The Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups now. Okay. The Ace of Swords is truth, communication. Could be somebody that you want to apologize to. But it also looks like maybe their feelings were hurt. Let's see. With that Five of Wands, one more. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. We already saw both of these. Third ace. So what ace? We're missing the Ace of Wands, which is passion, inspiration. Okay. So let me see your Three of Swords. What does this have to do with? Okay, that's why. Makes perfect sense. We have the King of Wands. We saw the Queen of Wands. The King and Queen of Wands are very possessive of each other. They have a tendency of thinking they're very attractive, natural leaders. They attract a lot of attention. And it could be that there was jealousy or competition that rose up to the surface, possessiveness, and it caused this Three of Swords. Let's have one more. But it looks to me like you're like, okay, I'm ready to step out of the ego. Cancer energy with the Chariot. It's about movement forward and getting things heading in the right direction. There could be travel involved. Six of Swords and the Naked Heart. Amazing. Wanting to move forward again. More travel though. You could be wanting to go towards somebody. And then we have the Naked Heart. This is a bonus card in this deck. It lays between the world. We see this in the challenge. That could be part of the challenge. It lays between the world and the Fool. It's like I said, notice how there isn't three swords in that heart. Getting again. Let me see the Devil. We have the Fool, Aries Major Arcana, and hovering on the bottom of the deck. And then the Nine of Pentacles, Independence. Nine and Ace, we saw. Ten of Pentacles. You want stability, you want safety. This is about stabilizing maybe a dream you once had, or a home, family. Yeah, look at Judgment. The universe is even stepping in on this connection. Can I see the Six of Cups? And the Lovers. Two of Wands, the Lovers, the Six of Cups. Choice. Judgment fell out. And then the Three of Wands. Love it. The Two to the Three of Wands. The Two of Wands is about sending your wish out to the universe, which you did. Six of Cups, your soulmate energy, and the Lovers. And then this is about waiting for that wish to come in. Or anything else we need to clarify? Let me see if I can get one more. What was this fight? Again, it's going to be different for each of you. We have an Ace of Cups coming out. And then a Nine of Cups. And Cups potential. Yeah, I'm not sure. But if you had this struggle or this fight with somebody, you certainly would know. It can have to do with a new beginning happening. It could have to do with overindulgence, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Maybe somebody was, and that's what they want to apologize. In the challenge, they could be coming in with the Devil in the world. Could be you, could be them, saying that I'm done with that Devil energy. Whatever it was. Could be temptations, addictions. It definitely could be. But I'm sorry, Mama. I'm walking away from all that. And what will the Queen of Wands say here? We have the Magician. Virgo, Gemini energy. The Magician works with all four aces. We got three of them here. To create a brand new beginning. Cool. You're reinventing. You're finished with whatever that devil energy was. What could it be, right? It could be things from childhood. It could be heartbreak from the past, gambling, addiction, sex, drugs, whatever it is that holds you back. The magician's ready to create a new reality. The magician. Six of Cups. Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is where you wanted to go. Now the Queen of Swords is who holds this Ace of Swords. So I feel like you're nervous to tell what this person's going to say. What will they say? One more. One more. But it definitely does look like you've been doing a lot of work on yourself. Yeah. Look at this. Ten of Swords, Queen of Wands. The Ten of Swords, they're going to say it's over. The chapter's over. They know. Maybe they're going to put an end to their sassy ways. Could be. But either way, we have a new beginning. Okay, let's go to the blue deck. Yin and Yang is showing up on the bottom. What do we have? Yeah, the King and Queen of Wands with the Lovers and the Devil and the Six of Cups. Passion it. We have communication. Archangel Gabriel. We have the door to spirit, which is a very spiritual connection. We have the Three of Swords. Heartbreak. We have contract. Well, I do think that there's a deep soul contract here with what I see. The Lovers. And the King and Queen of Wands. It's irresistible. Contract, Ten of Pentacles. Maybe, like I said, I mean, you could even want to propose something. One more. The door to personal healing and happiness. And then on the bottom, we have the Sun. Focus on the light. Okay. What should we do? Let's do a moon card for sure. For divine, not 7 moon cards. For divine masculine. In the full moon in Aries, what do we have? Look at this. Last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. Cleaning out the closet. Ooh. Wow. Last quarter moon in Leo. Lighten up. Focus on the light. Last quarter moon in Aquarius. Reflect on your priorities. And we talked about that with the Hermit. Doing the soul searching. And the Devil being in the challenge. So what were your priorities in the past? Whatever they were, it's definitely what led to this heartbreak. First quarter moon in Sagittarius. Believe in your good luck. Nice, with all of these aces coming in. Okay. Let's do a few talisman. Consider these to be like code words that you can take away from the reading, if they resonate, of course. What do we have? Courage. King of Wands. Intuition. On the bottom, I just happen to flip it. We have rebirth. The third time we've seen that. Okay. Magical power. Very deep connection. And we see the Magician here. Could be what's been holding back your magic. And then we have divine guidance and success. Six of Wands. Now we saw Judgment and Temperance. Did we see Temperance? Maybe we didn't see Temperance. But anyway, there's so many major arcana guiding this. On the bottom, I see happiness. Getting rid of that Three of Swords. It's time. All right, my friends. Let's, you know what? I'm going to draw a romance angel for those of you where this is romance. Some of you, this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords could be a family member. It doesn't have to be love, but or romantic love, but it could be. I'm sorry I was very stammery through the readings super early in the morning. I just had a lot going on. What do we have, please, for Divine Masculine? Express your love. Go ahead and make that romantic gesture. Oh. And then engagement. Yes, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's what I was saying. 9 of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles. You want stability. I think you're tired of this devil energy. Oh, I didn't pick that up. All right, let's close it off for you with a couple of cards from the Lover's Oracle. These can come out as advice, so please take it only as it resonates. Of course. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. That's true. Whatever that fighting was about. Balance. Okay, love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. See, that's Libra energy, and we're in Libra season. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Also true. That's how growth happens. And let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims jealousy. It simply allows and gives. And then on the bottom, we have secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Well, that could be you. It could be this person. All right, my friends, that's what I have for you. Thank you for bearing with me. I love you guys very much. Happy full moon. Namaste.